Okay, this is the 7-week update on my Pawpaw germination. We are holding at a steady 80 degrees or so, which is awesome. The ambient temperature in the basement is hovering around 60 degrees. Sometimes it dips a little lower, sometimes it goes a little bit higher. You know, at first I was a little bit concerned because, the soil here is so cold that the plants that I put into these pots 3 weeks ago have barely made any progress. But it might actually work to my advantage because I can hold them in this state and not have to turn on the lights or do anything else until I plant out a bunch more trays. And then I can synchronize all of them so they're all at similar growth habits. So here's what the seeds look like when they pop up through the vermiculite and the peat mixture. You can see the white tail of their root, and from the top of that you can see the seed bursting out through the top of the mound. You could just take these out. It's really loose soil that doesn't damage the root at all, and you can transplant these really easily. I was combing through all of these every few days to see if there was any sprouts, but I think I'm just going to let the rest poke through, and then I'll just gather them once they're all at a fairly decent stage. Again, it's been 7 weeks, and they're still just sprouting. It's very uneven despite the almost identical treatment that all the seeds have gotten, so it's really interesting. Not much is happening over on the KSU side so far. I have checked, and it seems like a lot of the seeds are still viable, but no signs of life yet. No sprouts, no little white tails. I have been combing through there every couple of days, but the 3 or 4 week mark is when some signs of life start to happen. I am really excited to start these seeds. I got them from a forum member on the Growing Fruit Forum. This one is Big Ben, HY3-120. Jerry's Big Girl. I've heard a lot of good things about this one and the seedlings that come from it. And then this one's Tallahatchie. This is one of the ones I originally planned on trying to graft and plant a bunch, but the fruit clusters are pretty large and that might not be a desirable trait. However, the texture is supposed to be really good and the flavor is supposed to be pretty good too, so I'm excited for it regardless. I kept these in separate bags because I did get them at a separate time, and also I'm trying not to use these as rootstock. So I'm going to keep them here and use them as seedling trees since I know their parentage, which would be really useful if they end up being pretty good, because then I can at least identify one of the parents for them. I put them all in a mixture of peat and vermiculite after cleaning them, and I'm going to toss them in here. And even though I had a lot of issues last time I did that, I think because I have the thermometer on there this time that they're not going to cook. But I'll find out. I'm going to check on these in a few hours to see what their temperature is like. Alright, and that's this update. In a week or so, I'm going to start the persimmon seeds. That's going to be a lot of fun.